Well, that time, referee Jack Bozarth bellowed that one out.
Coming in loud and clear.
Woo!
First and 10 for the Winged Lions. And as good as field position as they've had here in the first half. Dobry throws back, and it's incomplete. Panabaker over there on the defense.
Well, Panabaker did a great job of reading that screen pass right there. As you can see, Bill Rogers talking to his offensive coaches there. It's like Jim Mick Jr. and Ronnie Reed tell him that play wasn't set up very well. And give a lot of credit to number 44, Panabaker. You know, he's not blessed with a whole lot of size and speed and strength, but he always seems to be around the football. He came in and got that big block on the punt the last series. That time he read the screen very well, was sitting right out there in Daly's lap, and Dobry had nowhere to go with the football.
Second down and 10 for Pius. They're at the Trojan 35-yard line. And that's movement on the offensive line. Big number 78, Kevin McLaughlin. Or that's Christian White. And it's time for you to support the Touchdown Club. Get your Pottstown High School Afghan at all remaining home football games, or by calling 326-868916 after 6 p.m. The cost is $45, including tax, and that's a great Christmas gift idea. You can order yours now. Might also come in handy for that chilly Thanksgiving morning. That is Nick Palladino running over the right side. And gains good yardage on third down.
Well, again, I think this is a very crucial situation for the Winged Lions with this good field position after that big face mask penalty that tacked on 15 more yards at the end of that run. I would think Pius has to come away with some points right here in this opportunity with 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go into the half. I think it's almost imperative for the Winged Lions to put something on the board.
They have a third down and 6. Palladino in motion. Dobry is going to be dropped by Brandon Tinson as he crosses the 30-yard line.
Nice play by the corner that time, Brandon Tinson, as he comes flying up out of nowhere to stop Dobry. It looked like he had some open land. He got a good block on the inside. They pick up number 10, Sean Lacey, who was taking the pitch man, and Tinson flies out of nowhere to come up and make a big tackle. Looks like Pius is going to punt.
I think Pius is going to punt.
Wow.
I thought might be in 4-down territory. But apparently they're going to try to pin Pottstown deep in their own territory.
There's a timeout by St. Pius as they looked a little confused. They weren't really sure about what they wanted to do right here. I'm surprised that Bill Rogers is going to try to punt the ball right here. I mean, if they punt the ball into the end zone, they pick up 8 yards. They're on the 28-yard line. Very tough to punt the ball inside the 20 from here.
And it's your chance to meet the candidates. It'll be Tuesday, October 11th at 7:30 p.m. This is our third in the series, and this will be the PA House of Representatives candidates. It's the PCTV Government and Education, Channel 54, shown in conjunction with the Tri-County Area Chamber of Commerce.
Well, I'm still not sure what Bill Rogers is going to do right here, Dick. You know, they have a fourth and about 3.5 yards from the 28-yard line on Pottstown. I just can't imagine that they're going to punt the ball from this position. I mean, they really don't pick up anything. I don't think Jeff Sparagana thinks they're going to punt. He's out there working on a defense. They're going to be in a base defense, and there's Dobry. Okay, Dobry's going to go back out under center now. I think that's the right call for Bill Rogers.
Fourth down. And Reed gets the call, and he's got enough for the first down as he barrels down close to the 20-yard line.
And, man, I just shudder to think what would have happened if Bill Rogers would have punted that football, Dick. You know, this wasn't a good situation. Again, I don't know if there was some confusion between his players or not, but there's the proper call to give it to the big guy right up the gut. And number 48, Scott Reed, who you mentioned, who's tipping in about 210 pounds now, really ran hard and picked up a huge first down for the Winged Lions. 4:15 to go into the half, Dick. They have plenty of time to work the clock and to try to get some points up on the board here.
First and 10 from the Trojan 21-yard line. This is Daly. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And Chuck Hartman is there to make the initial hit.
Chuck Hartman did a good job that time of defeating his blocker, disengaging, getting off the blocker, and making the tackle. I tell you, a lot of guys limping off the field for the Trojans. All kinds of guys look like they're getting their knees or ankles banged up. That time Augustine limped off. Faison limped off earlier. We saw Dalton. We saw Tinson getting up slowly. A lot of guys getting banged here early on in this first half.
2nd down and 9. This is Daly. He's hit by Hartman. And then dives ahead for a couple.
I'm a little surprised Bill Rogers hasn't gone back to Scott Reed. Scott Reed picked up that huge first down, picked up about 8 yards on that 4th and 4, Dick, and he's the big guy in there at 210 pounds. I mean, he's as big as anybody Pottstown has on their defensive side of the ball, that maybe they want to pound the big guy up the middle a little bit, soften that underbelly of the defense up. It's like Pottstown's in a goal line type defense right now. There's a whole lot of beef out there with Hargrove, Hartman, Andy Morton.
3rd down for the Winged Lions. 3rd and about 5. Pass across the middle is complete. And down inside the 5-yard line. John Nestor on the reception, breaks the tackle, and gets the first down.
Well, I give Bill Rogers an A for having guts on this call right here. Pottstown's in a run defense. Everybody in the whole place thinks Bill Rogers is going to run the ball. That's his reputation. He loves to run it, grind it out on the ground. He runs a little 3-step drop, boom, quick slant into number 80, Nestor, who does a great job, one of the few seniors on this St. Pius club who's contributing right now. Give it to the fullback.
1st and goal for Pius. And that is Reed who carries, but he'll not get into the end zone. He picks up about a half a yard, and he is only about 6 inches from the goal line.
Well, I think now the call is to give the ball to Dobry. He's probably their best athlete. Just let him sneak right behind his big center, number 60, Brian Holland. Find an opening and fall right into it.
2nd and goal for Pius. Mix up in the backfield, but Dobry takes it, and again, he's short of the end zone.
See, those are the things that really get Bill Rogers over there going nuts on the sideline and ready to pull his hair out. I mean, that's a simple dive play to the fullback, and they can't even make the connection. As Scott Reed gets up there too quickly, Dobry does not get around on his reverse pivot, and next thing you know is he's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's why you run a quarterback sneak, Dick, where you get the ball from your center and just follow him right into the end zone. It's the safest play in football.
And the clock continues to run with 1:25 to play in the 2nd period.
I don't think the clock's really going to be a problem, Dick. It's just their execution inside the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal. Handoff straight ahead, and Scott Reed scores from a half a yard out. And Pius is first to get on the board.
Well, I think it was imperative, Dick, as I mentioned earlier, for Pius to get on board after that big penalty. Coach Rogers goes back to this big guy, the big fullback inside, and Reed just dives into the end zone. There's nothing Freddie Pope can do about it. And Mike Rakowski, Dick, as we saw last Saturday, has a great leg. He'll boom this one if he gets a good snap and a good placement. He can really bang him.
Plenty of distance. And it is good. And the score on the Norco Motors scoreboard, Pius 7, Pottstown nothing. We're coming right back.
It's a huge price split sale at Bennett Buick Pontiac. Buick, rated the industry's best value in IntelliChoice. At Bennett, you'll save